What's up, y'all? This is Zach Zoya, and I'm here at the Drake Underground with Rapseason. Let's get it.
How do you overcome writer's block?
I soldiered through it. Like, I just keep pushing forward. That's my only... Like, I've tried so many things. And the thing is, you can always write something, but it's not going to be good. It doesn't mean it's going to be good. So I don't really have writer's block often where it's like, I can't do anything. Like, I'll find something to rhyme about, you know, pretty easily, or like after a little minute. But the main thing is really to stay in that pain, for lack of a better, like in that like that uncomfortable space. Stay in there, kind of linger, let it linger, sit in it, and then an idea is gonna come to you. That's what's happened to me every time. Like every time I'm like, I don't know what's the next step. I don't know where this is going or how to start. You just sit in it. You just sit in it. And I'm very lucky to have very talented people around me, producers and like engineers. And so I'm mostly responsible for just the songwriting part of a song. I never have to contribute to anything else. Shout out to my boys, shout out to my team. So I'm always inspired from the outside. Like I always get an exterior, some kind of stimuli, like some kind of stimulation. So, yeah, I just kind of sit in it and like, just wait. It's going to come to you. And most of the time it does.
No Love Is Ever Wasted came out this year.
Yes, sir.
How was the process of creating this album?
How was the process of creating my... yes, I just dropped this EP, No Love Is Ever Wasted. How is the process? I don't even know. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. Like, the pandemic has been kind of a big blur. I've been saying last year for like 3 years now. It's just like a zap in time. I don't even know how it was. I'm not going to lie. I think my usual process is that, and I call these EPs and not albums because they're not really conceptual at this point, where it's not like I sat in a room and I started with the concept and built one song at a time from there. I kind of just went in different directions, and then from that I took the songs that I thought meant the most for me in that moment, and I looked at them from the outside, and that's where I found the meaning of like No Love Is Ever Wasted. I found, it's like throughout looking back on the last year of me making music, I was like, oh, that's what I meant, as opposed to the opposite. Like, I want to say this, and then built from the ground up. You know what I mean?
What does this album mean to you?
A, it's me looking at myself in the mirror and being like, Zach, no love is ever wasted. It's really like I'm trying to manifest. It's like a mantra. It's like a thing you tell yourself in the morning. You know those things you see in the movie. You're pretty and you're powerful and you're... It's kind of my way of doing that in a less corny way, I think. And it's about being vulnerable, with being free with the way you give away love, being generous with love in a relationship, also in life in general. I think from past experience, from heartbreak, from just people betraying you and things, it can be tempting to be like, oh, I gave so much away, I trusted people, or I gave away this love and never got anything in return, or was betrayed in return, or was heartbroken in return. And I think that's me telling myself, just keep giving love. Like, it's the love, the giving is the action that makes it all make sense. So to give love away regardless of any expectation of getting anything in return is what makes love, in my opinion. And so it's about, regardless of the hurt, regardless of past experience, regardless of, it doesn't even have to be like a heartbreak or anything like treacherous or anything crazy. It can be just like, oh, I made a song and I thought it was a banger and nothing happened with it. Still keep on giving that love, like still be passionate about everything you do.
Are you working on any new projects currently?
I'm always working on a new project, bro. I think in this day and age, and the landscape of music is changing very rapidly. So once again, I don't think I'm really working on like a conceptual album per se. I think it's gonna come. I don't think it's time yet. I'm working on a lot of different songs right now. My process is usually like I'll start a bunch of songs and then I'll finish them as I go, type thing. Once again, I'm super fortunate to have a great team around me, bunch of friends that I just enjoy making music with and that I just enjoy living life. Because that's what music is about. It's like slices of life. It's really just stories, and it's a way for me to immortalize my own history, honestly. It's like, it's kind of like I'm journaling. Like, it's pictures. It's like, it's a photo album. Like, I'll look back at the songs I wrote and I'll be like, oh, I was at that point in my life in 2016 when I wrote demo number 3.5 or whatever. And so yeah, I'm definitely working on music, piece by piece, song by song, just having a good time, man.
What can fans expect from you in 2023?
A lot of shows, a lot of music. This is my first headliner show ever. We're here in Toronto at the Drake Underground. I'm happy, I'm thankful for everything. I got another show coming up in Montreal for my Montreal people. March 3rd, if I'm not mistaken, my first headliner in Montreal. Bunch of festivals this summer. Stay tuned. Not sure what I can announce yet. And definitely a bunch of music coming. Bunch of music. Planning on dropping a lot of stuff. And yeah, just good vibes in general.